Hey guys, my name is Sandy, and today we're going to be talking about espeak. Alrighty, so I put up a video a couple of weeks back, days back maybe. It's actually, I think maybe more than that, maybe a month. And I had someone going on and asking me stuff about, about whether I thought it was working better or better on computers with high amount of RAM. And a lot of other things about espeak. I use it on all of my flight sims. I use it on flight gear. I use it on MSFSX. And the cool thing about espeak is that you got so many things that you can do with it. So let's jump right into it.
Take quick Chromebook options. Enable speech when read not and turn off sticky mode when playing. Select current voice. Select current list book Pro mode sustain text tools.
I was messing around with Android's voices earlier today.
Select current voice. Android button.
Select current voice. Automatically switch Chrome. Select current voice. Select list Chrome. Chrome OS. Chrome. espeak Catalan. espeak Chinese. espeak Croatian. espeak Czech. espeak Danish. espeak English America. List item.
So I'm gonna go ahead and select English America.
Select current voice.
Here we go.
Automatically switch. Select current voice. Speak English.
Yeah.
Chromebook. Stop recording. Button. Camera. Take video. Stop recording. Button. Press O. P. Pop up. Take video. Snapshot. Button.
Not needed. So let's go ahead and
take video.
Go down here and see how responsive is espeak.
YouTube, Google Chrome, email, docs, shelf, files, button, text, button, shelf, toolbar, window, text, terminal, button, docs, button, docs, button,
I don't know.
YouTube, Google, email, button, shelf, docs, button, shelf, files, button, shelf, toolbar, window, press search space tab, email, button, docs, button, shelf, toolbar, window, files, button, shelf, toolbar, window. Press search space to activate files.
I think so far it's okay.
Camera, files, Google Drive, 3 item, collapse.
So
my Drive, 3 item, collapse. 1 of 3, 3. Audio studio page, avatar, DS, Brit, sort, 7, and type, and 1, T, 1, meet, 1, dot, P1000, new fit, list box, and execute board. 1 clip basis, decided ledge, crop, 1 minute, and forced net, the web, red, rabbit, thumb, cleansing.html, list, NASA 1.html, list item, 40.
Maybe let's go take NASA 1. NASA 1 is my go-to book. I know the book is free, and that's really important when you do stuff like this and putting it out on YouTube with copyright and everything, and it's having sufficient length for me to do this, and which brings me to a couple of other points, but I come to those later.
File puppet, pop-up, news.
God, here we go.
National Aeronautics and Space.
Okay.
Volume.
Let me
100%.
I got some new hearing aids today, so if my voice sounds a little bit weird, it's because I'm getting used to my new voice, which I just love. Let me see. Let's start about taking it over here. As you can hear, I have instant really snappy reaction time. No problems there.
Rate 31%, 23%, rate 21%, rate 19%, rate 17%, rate 15%, rate 38%.
Okay, so 38%.
Rate 40%, rate 50%, rate 55%, rate 57%, rate 59%, rate 71%, rate 73%, rate 75%, rate 77%, rate 79%, rate 81%, rate 83%, rate 8.
Maybe it's just me, but I can definitely not hear a change of speed above 60%.
Rate 92%, rate 80, rate 65%, rate 42%, rate 44%. National Aeronautics and Space Administration. The International Space Station. Operating an outpost in the New Frontier. And deputy editor. Robert Dempsey. National Aeronautics and Space Administration. The International Space Station. Operating an outpost in the New Frontier. And deputy editor. Now 72% and 68% and deputy editor. Robert Dempsey. About the cover. The flight director watches over the men and women of Houston. Mission control. The vaccine has prevents the astronauts on the International Space Station in the background. The space station and team run the space shuttle Atlantis on its last mission for its leader. The station has been continually inhabited 24/7 since October 31, 2000. To the women and men of mission control who keep ever vigilant and to their families for supporting and putting up with their dreams. Roman 3, Roman 4, forward. Over a span of 20 years, the vision of an international orbiting outpost one with continuous human presence measuring the size of a football field with mass of 900,000 LEM and orbiting there every 90 minutes became a reality. The International Space Station ISS is a...
I wish there was a way so I could copy and paste into this one, because then I could say, let's just see if I can do this.
Rate 48%, rate 50%, rate 56%, rate 71%, rate 73%. National Aeronautics and New One, the International Space Station, operating an outpost in the New Frontier, and deputy editor, Robert Dempsey, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, the International Space Station, operating an outpost in the New Frontier, Robert
And as you can hear, it's not like, you know, it's not really like I can set it up in speed beyond that. But if I take, if I go up and say, I say, come on. Good. So here we have it, espeak. So I say espeak. So I want to see if I can do this, and it's not a given.
National Aeronautics and Space Administration. National Aeronautics and Space Administration selected.
But we're gonna try. Didn't work. I can see already now it didn't work. That's okay though, we can live with it. I can turn down the... I can turn this one up now.
50%.
Here we go. It's not big deal.
National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Sending with unequal time. Red.
So,
Copy National Aeronautics and Space Administration, the International Space. Count 31 2000 to the women and men of mission control who keep ever vigilant and to their families for supporting and putting up with their dreams. Roman. Sending and with. Rate up disabled. Button. T. Send option page down disabled. Button. Tilde. Colon. Sending and. Tilde.
yeah.
Copy National Aeronautics. New one. Sending and with.
So, I need to go ahead and find something that I can...
Terminal. Button. Kill. 2 hard window. 300 me 22 dot new one 300 new one 300 new one 320 family colon sending it vsn.rt untitled folder untap vsn.txt dot vsn s 0 v s 0 Victor dot vsn s v Victor 0 n November dot
Okay, VSN.
a space v n s can vn s not our directory new one sending a new one space v s n can vsn not our directory new one sending and with can vsn dot d d new one dot.
Okay, this is not going as good as I hoped it would, but we're gonna get there in the end.
A space v n dot d s d Linux version 5.4.4.0.0.424.
Here we go.
Copy.
So,
Copy National Aeronautics and Space
basically,
International.
what I wanted to do,
Copy.
well,
New.
yeah, it's really, really good. So I say espeak. I say no, I don't want to say cat.
New one space
VSN TXT
d space
pipe of an espeak.
e s e k new space 4
And this is 400, you know, this is 444 words a minute. Here we go. That was really about it. It's 8. Just see the difference. And just to go all out on limb. So basically, I'm a little bit irritated about, you know, the fact that it doesn't go fast on that, and I really would like a way to fix that speed. Maybe not getting it, you know. I think we are.
Linux version 5.4.40/042244800
Yeah, okay.
Copy national watch over amendment will help you. New line 0 3 3. New line 3 3. New line 3 3 3. New 4. New line 0. Linux version 5.4.40/042244800. Copy national perfect. Copy as not the 0. New line 4 3. New line 3. 0. New line 0. Version 5.4.40/042244800.
I'm not saying that I can understand it so fast eventually, but I'm definitely saying that it'd be nice to have. So another thing that I really kinda can't say too many good things about, because, you know, no, maybe we should take this one after the reading. So I updated my chromebook and thinking that, okay, you know what, I can just go ahead and read as I love as I used to be able to do. No, I can't. So what I do right now is that when I stand in the book like this, I just want to make sure. Okay, this is the first line of the HTML document, and I don't know about the rest of you guys and girls who use Chromebooks daily. I'm not talking about the guys who can see or anything, but I'm talking about the Chromebooks users who do this every day as blind persons. If you want to read, let's imagine that I want to go 100 pages down, for example, or just scroll down in the book. You hold down the Alt key, I think it's called, and the arrow down key. So that's basically what I've been doing. But before I do this, I tap the tab key once, so it sounds like this. You have your first line of your book like this. You tap the tab key once, so it says file. Maybe I should turn the speak a little bit down so people not.
Rate 98%, rate 98%, rate 50%, rate 58%, rate 38%, rate 23%.
I gotta go try this one again. First line of the text, find that with your cursor.
National Aeronautics.
Here we go. And then tap your tab key once.
File has pop-up, new site info.
Good. File has pop-up. Maybe that's I have not checked into see what that is. Then you type back with your Shift tab key. So now I want to go down to, let's say, page 230. So I hold down my Alt key and press my arrow key for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds. I tap over again.
File button has pop.
Here we go.
170.
That was not really it wasn't exactly what I was looking for, but let's see.
170. A commendable IE set by the Spartan flight controller velocity to rotate the array at a constant rate irrespective of the relative motion of the sun. Rate mode does not automatically track the sun, therefore reducing power generation. It is only used in special circumstances, such as verifying the rotational capability of the VGA or obtaining imagery of all sides of the SAW. The directed position mode uses a commendable position to fix the
That's about the solar cells up there on the International Space Station. So let's see how this is going up and down the textbook lines.
New line.
I'm not sure this was particularly smart,
from the actual vehicle. New line on January 14, 2015. Occasions. New line. Reaction has become. This chapter takes the initial technical expertise. As a team figure 2. In a mini-sim, most of the ISS core functions. New line. Day in the life preparing for the unexpected. There is New line. Procedure specialist who has undergone a dish after all the generic training is complete. The controller's main dual mode or SIF 1 LT mode. Given the way it routes all onboard voices to different for system, the only other special loop is new line to detect. This is new line flight Cronus flight power up IC1, which is the one we weren't able to recover on, and see if I can see any issues with that. New line flight okay, I concur, your go. Cronus copy. Shorthand for I hear new line and understand you. New line Spartan flight Spartan for status. New line flight Spartan flight. IE, go ahead, I'm listening. New line Spartan flight, the pump is back up and running. At this point I'm ready to reintegrate the interface heat exchangers. The automated response from an external pump failure is to isolate the external ammonia loop from the heat exchangers that transport heat from the internal water cooling loops. New line in the various modules to the external ammonia loops, beginning with new line 2, node 3, IP referring to the Japanese European ISS.
I don't know about you, but it sounds like my speech is starting to lag a little bit, and now it's stopped completely. Why did it stop?
Cronus yes, flight, so when we like to recover on and see if I can see it.
So what is my estimation gonna be of this? If I was gonna use the American speech that TTS that I use Google's own voices, which I used earlier, let's just track on over those. Because to me it sounds like espeak is starting to stall just a tiny little bit, and I know for a fact if I want to go out and check on my memory status, which I can do, it shouldn't be too bad, but let's just see what happens.
New line flight okay, I concur, your go. Cronus copy. Shorthand for I hear. Flight okay, I concur, your go. Cronus copy. Shorthand for I hear and understand you. Spartan flight, Spartan for status. Flight Spartan flight. IE, go ahead, I'm listening. Spartan flight, the pump is back up and running. At this point I'm ready to reintegrate the interface heat exchangers. The automated response from an external pump failure is to isolate the external ammonia loop from the heat exchangers that transport heat from the internal water cooling loops in the various modules to the external ammonia loops, beginning with node 2, node 3, IP referring to the Japanese and European ISS modules, then lab. Flight I'm sorry, say again, pump is running, then what? Spartan the loop Bravo pump is up and running. At this point I'm ready to reintegrate the interface heat exchangers, beginning with node 2, going to node 3, then the IP, then the lab. Ethos and flight, ethos, I copy, and whenever the heat exchangers are reintegrated a lot of times we get a little bit of overshoot, and there's a potential for some undertemp, i.e. too cool messages on the board, but that should level off pretty quickly. There'll be no action by crew or ground for those once we are integrated. Flight copy. Shortly after Spartan completed his commanding, a caution and warning message was displayed to the ground and the crew about an undertemp in the TCS. Ethos and flight. Ethos that enabled caution was what I was talking about. No action for the crew. Capcom on the SG-1 loop station. Houston on 1. No action for the TCS caution. That was expected. ISS crew on the SG-1 loop. Copy Houston. No action for the TCS caution. Thanks. The people behind the curtain, series of computers that can emulate the behavior of ISS systems, and the space environment is a powerful tool. When a student is in the training control room, the data on his or her computer screen or console will look exactly like it would if it were the actual space station in orbit.
I know exactly what to say. Before it was like the TTS was starting to stall out a little bit, so right now I just, before I put this up, on YouTube, I just want to make 100% sure that I'm right in what I'm saying. So,
rate 65%, rate 67%, rate 69%. New line. Look at Netflix. A computer's net. Look at Netflix. New line. A computer's net can emulate a 10-year ISS. Look at Netflix. New line. Look at Netflix. It is where the actual face station in orbit part and for example can watch the solar array rotate and select it converted to electricity and rocket around the ISS until the station orbits into the Earth candle and the battery big I know that are needed. With the flicker risk, the simulation team can tailor a converter. However, the heat of the simulation is the training team that operates it. The team is led by the chief training officer CTO, who is essentially the site director of the training world. Scenarios developed by the training team depend on the type of simulation being conducted. As the name implies, generic simulation focus on general skills of the team, communication, coordination, and problem resolution. In these types of simulation, the training team will induce failure that impacts multiple systems. For example, the power maker, which can affect every other group due to the robust redundancy of most ISS systems. These types of failures usually result in the flash control team learning how to reconfigure the operating system. For example, activating the redundant unit, troubleshoot the failed one, and
I don't exactly. I'm not a huge espeak fan, but it can also, to me, be because
created. Prompt option.
Oh.
Enable remote description. Automatically repeat text under the mouse. Press or space to toggle. Here and on. Change when read button. Announce turn off the remote when select automatic link. Announce text. Read button. Read number.
I want to say one thing for Google though. Taking this speech into consideration was a good thing. And really what I should do to make I need to apparently I need to go down and take my I'm just going to take this text speech. Here we go. So, this is the normal, text-to-speech system's voice.
Rate 60%. Rate 60%. Rate 60%. Rate 44%. Rate 42%. Rate 21%.
So,
look exactly like new line. Look new line. Look new line.
You can hear
new line scenario. New line. Look new line.
And it's sometimes like espeak skips that part. I just want to go
file
a little bit back.
The people, but
so yeah.
An important item are making it necessary for the crew members to repeat themselves. New line.
Let's try setting it up again.
Rate 23. Rate 25. Rate 40%.
It's up to 40%.
New line. A key part of this communication training is to learn how to talk concisely. Unlike an office meeting where employees can take all the time necessary, discussions in mission control are usually time critical. If the discussions are not time critical, they are still kept to a minimum. Since everyone is monitoring multiple loops, another way to keep communications crisp is to add a brief phrase to explain why the person is calling. This is indicated by stating for followed by what the call is about, thus allowing the receiver to prioritize and prepare for the discussion. Following is an example of a simple exchange during that simulation. Note the transcript.
Okay, so I actually want to stop it there and set it down to 20% so we can get
Rate 8%. Rate 27%.
Take it down.
New line has been edited for readability. The new to prioritize and prepare for the discussion. New line. Rate 20. Rate 13. Rate 17%. Rate 15%. New line to prioritize and prepare for new line. Rate 19%. New line.
I set it to 19% and that runs for a little bit to see the difference.
New line to prioritize and prepare for the discussion. Following is an example of a simple exchange during that simulation. Note the transcript has been edited for readability. The Chapter 10 Day in the Life Preparing for the Unexpected. Italicized information within the square brackets helps explain or clarify what is going on or what is meant by a particular acronym, word, or statement, but it is not part of the actual transcript. Cronus Flight. Cronus for the IAC. This is Cronus calling the flight director about the previously failed IAC. Since the flight loop is the key loop, its name generally does not need to be used. Flight Cronus Flight. The flight director is acknowledging the call and indicating that she is ready to talk to the Cronus operator.
So that was the easy part, and obviously going, back and forth. So
file button has pop up.
Here we go. Site information, and I can go. I think it can also go up and
file button. New MCCM. New command reboost sequence to start. New line. New line. Take 20 minutes. Attitude maneuver to reboost attitude.
I think if I was that person on my YouTube channel wanting to use espeak to this
Croche. Welcome.
I would find another solution, but of course you if you are on a computer with not much RAM, you have this option. That's right. So I want to find out how much memory I've been using all in all today. Not today, but since the last reboot. I probably not used much.
R. New total used free share croaks. Mem80584 swap : 2. What up? Welcome, Croche. Mem80 swap 1 11,015,136. 11,789. 11,804,412.
I have been using them a little bit.
Mem805 713. Options. 7. Page up. Totally op. Pay Croche. Swap. Mem8058 : 8 mil 2 million set 3 1 million 9 4 million 2 million 8 swap. 2,800,136.
That is what I have free. That's probably because I'm using the camera and everything, so that's probably the reason. I can live with that. So let's imagine you are in a espeak situation and you want to listen to how much memory do you have free.
Total used free share. Mem80584.
First, let's start with this one.
Total used free shared buff cache available.
Okay, so we take
Total
used
free.
Good. Let's start with those.
Mem805 : 8,058,000 2,709 364,009.
Makes sense, right? Now let's try to turn it over to the espeak part again.
Tab created.
I press Shift and double O.
Button. Enable ops. Shift when read punch. Turn off when playing. Select current voice.
Select current voice and
list box. Chrome espeak espeak check. Espeak English Great Britain. Espeak English America.
Once again we're saying English America because that's what we used before.
Automatic select.
And it comes up right there.
Cross.
So right now we are in the cross prompt once again. I shut down the voice selector with Control W and
713.
I've got all the way down to 713.
Options button.
So I have options
Press
underneath
page tab. Swap 11,804,400.
And
Mem8,058,482,700. Free. Crash free.
Well, wait a minute, is that all it's gonna say?
Crash free. Total. Free total. Used. Total. Used.
So sometimes, obviously, as you heard, you have to go
Total.
back and forth, and I know used is next to total, and I just had my keys are gonna try again. Total.
Total. Used. Total. Free. Used.
So sometimes you need to go a little bit back and a little bit forward to pass it along to the speech. But here's what's funny.
Free.
Let's see if it works.
If you want to customize the look of it,
I don't know. I press Shift R.
load it by using the Control Shift P keyboard shortcut.
Oh.
Crash free. Total used free shared buff cache available.
So if you use your reading command Shift R, stuff is as it's supposed to be, but obviously if I use my navigating commands, my keystrokes, I definitely get another result. Let's see if I touch the screen. I only really do this for scientifically purposed.
Total used free shared buff. Total used. Double. Free. Crash. Double tap to start editing. Free. Total used free shared buff cache available.
Okay, so
Double tap to
I probably
start.
can't do this.
Used. Total. Share. Used. Share. Used. Free. Total. Used. Total. Free. Free. Total. Used. Shared. Free. Used. Total.
Oh, but it works apparently if you
Mem8,058.
So let's see how.
8,300,000 4,000,000 swap 2,800,000 2,800,000 2,800,000 W :
and it's not like,
2,800,100.
It is not there because I know it is there. I don't know what to say exactly. I don't know why it is like this, but I do know it's definitely a problem. It's a problem that I'd like to see addressed. So, what more can I say? I could probably say a lot more about this, but I won't. I hope that Google are gonna watch this and maybe, hopefully, come back to me, if not everybody, with a solution for the speed. I would like to be able to go up a couple of hundred more words a minute, and maybe also find out, about the mem situation, where sometimes if you use your navigating keys, it skips the next word, and you sometimes have to go back and forth a couple of times. As I said before, I have used espeaks lots. In flight simulator situations. I have not done this yet on the with the Pico, and the reason why I haven't done this is because I came into a little bit of a pitfall. I couldn't find out how to make it work with espeak, although I turned everything on in the flight sim, and yada yada. I wish I could. I couldn't. So I kinda, as so many other things in life, I gave up on it, and maybe I'm gonna come back to it once again, because espeak is a cool little TTS. It will do almost anything for you, and it requires next to nothing of RAM. But of course, as it does have its limitations, obviously, but as I said before, I've been using it both in Mac world and Windows world, and hopefully also gonna use it in the semi Linux world. I don't consider Linux on my Pico as a true Linux distribution, but it works. So let's just hold it there. I hope you guys have had a good time watching this video. If you want to see more, you know what to do. Subscribe, like, give me a comment. Maybe it's a good idea to write me off list what you want to see and stuff like that. And because it's not always that I actually can figure out how to answer my YouTube comments, and I don't know why that is, but apparently that's how it is. So
Chrome crash window. Camera. Chrome. Camera win. Take videos now.
No thanks.
Stop record.
I hope you guys have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. And I can already tell you now what it's going to be about. It's going to be about docs. And no, it's not going to be a docs, as in quack quack docs, but yeah, we're going to come back to that one. And I'm not sure we're gonna be seeing what I'm gonna be doing, because I want to keep all of my videos, all of my recordings, and for me to be able to do this, I have to cut down on file size. But luckily for all of us, we can play OGG files. Also, if you want to use Linux in a chromebook, there are gonna be a whole lot of podcasts about that one, and also gonna be coming up here in 21. So I hope you guys are gonna stay tuned. Have a nice one. God bless. Ciao.